This one make more sense. I don't think you can shoot him on the same roof. We would have to see him. No? Ready? Well, I thought it was the wrong... Okay. It can be inside the idol. The diameter rest would have to see it. So it's supposed to be that one then.
Right here.
No? Yes, okay. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
That was the right answer, but...
But what?
If he was shot on the roof, doesn't that mean the culprit was also on the roof?
I guess.
The culprit placed the gun in Shachi's hand to make it look like a suicide.
Oh yeah, that's why.
They had to be there in person.
But how did we not see them?
Definitely on that roof.
Oh, he jumped and made the explosion on the wall. Let me guess. That's probably what happened.
But Yuma, you said nobody was there when you arrived.
Yeah, but he jumped off, that's
what we
why.
have to figure out now. When I heard the shot, I was halfway up the emergency stairs. It took about 10 seconds to reach the roof. And in that time, the culprit vanished like a cloud of smoke from the scene.
That's what it was, an explosion.
Where could the murderer have gone?
The parking lot.
This is...
We're back at the crime scene. Follow the culprit's escape route? We need to escape in the same way the culprit did after committing the crime.
Yeah, over here.
Though it is fairly high, would it not be possible?
There's nowhere to hang something like that onto. Plus, from this height, it'd take a while to get all the way down like that.
Not unless you jump.
It'd be tough for someone to get down and gather their equipment in the short time it took me to reach the roof.
You probably couldn't jump down onto a mat from this height either. We die no matter.
You sure about that? What, it was an explosion there, you know? Can be there, cause I was there. Cannot be the door, Mysteroius was there. That would be possible, maybe.
Is it easier to imagine using a rope or perhaps they used a hot air balloon?
No, they cannot. There is
Those
electricity.
high voltage lines would get in the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you're disappointed about?
He's on an adventure. What? I swear this girl. But it cannot be there, cause I was there.
so the
No,
if
it's
the
impossible.
culprit was in a state of emergency, it is only natural that they would make use of emergency stairs.
I swear that girl. That woman, I swear. Oh, she's an idiot.
Wait. Master was up ahead, right? There's no way the culprit could have... What are you saying? Yuma is... When the crime happened. Jeez, this sheltered skank and her empty head are killing me here.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yet again, you called me sheltered. I'm just telling you like it is. Sheltered there, sheltered that. You're sheltered in a skank. I have never even seen a shelter.
I don't know if the culprit realized I was there. The footage from the security camera positioned here didn't show anybody around. Which makes it hard to imagine that the culprit escaped from here.
Let the girl fight. It's funny. The door? But I'm interested what's there.
The criminals simply would...
No, that's impossible. At the time of the incident...
I see. If the culprit had gone inside through here, they would have been apprehended by
Probably.
now. It's safe to say this wasn't the... Yuma, this is bad. We have reviewed all the possible escape routes.
I'm pretty sure the person was about to jump.
Yet, we can't figure out how the culprit got off the rooftop.
Maybe never get off.
This isn't funny. At this rate, we'll run out of time.
What are we supposed to do? There's no other way besides finding the culprit's escape route. That's how it is in the mystery labyrinth.
Yep.
Where are the entrances for cast members and the hidden entryways for maintenance crews? This isn't an attraction at some theme park.
Yeah, it's not.
Well then, why do you hunt Yuma if you cannot even do your job and guide him?
Shut up.
A god of darkness who cannot guide you is just a directionless god of darkness.
She's not a god of darkness, you damn idiot.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a stupid, sheltered skank that's completely useless.
I cannot agree. Sorry, but I cannot agree with her. I agree.
You called me sheltered again. How many times is that now? Let's see. After the number 3 comes...
Oh my god.
Seriously, are you dead? Quiet, please. Head on right. When are you gonna start being useful? I feel much better. Together already. Just how many insults with the clock ticking?
The culprit must have been on their roof when they committed the crime. They escaped somehow.
I like that Yuma just ignore them. That's a good thing, Yuma. You find the right solution. When women fight in your and you between the two, just ignore them. So you won't have any problem if you don't say anything. Ignore them, it's the best solution.
But how? There aren't any other clues at the crime scene. Wait, if nothing was there, what if the culprit destroyed evidence?
What? Destroyed evidence?
It's possible.
Then leave it to yours truly. I'll bring it out of your mind, Master.
You're going to recreate the crime scene again?
If you don't remember it, then I've got no choice. I'll make it a gentle beating this time around. So, which memory do you want beaten out of you?
How about when Shachi first called me up to the rooftop? The culprit wouldn't have done anything to the scene yet. I can even compare it to when I found the corpse.
Alrighty, leave it. What is this daunting aura I sense? What are your intentions here?
She just want to punch me.
It can't be!
Wait!
Ow. That game is really weird. I have to think this is the same girl that became a ghost.
I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
The corpse is gone, but nothing else has really changed about.
Yeah, the wall
I
that
believe
exploded.
What happened was you were assaulted, Yuma.
Oh, shut up.
Not much time passed between when you first reached the rooftop and when you discovered the corpse.
Maybe some 1 hour?
Changed? Then there are no clues here for you to use.
Hang on. There must be something. Something that the culprit destroyed to cover their tracks.
I wrenched this memory out of your tiny brain, so you don't have much time left to look around. Your time limit is until the pain in your head goes away. You better hurry up and investigate.
Got it. I'll...
Oh my god. Crime scene recreation. See the wall? The wall wasn't destroyed by them.
It seems like there's no place to hang a rope off of. There's nothing of note on this side of the wall.
Yeah, there is.
What is that? A storm drain? Has that always been there?
No, because he made the wall explode to hide it. I think the killer jumped in the water there.
Oh, right. The explosion. The explosion that happened right after I found the body must have buried it in rubble.
Yeah, he jumped
So
there
the
and
drain was covered after a mysterious explosion.
so he escaped from the drain. That's what I thought. The explosion had nothing to do.
Yeah, I might have found a clue that shows how the culprit escaped.
Really? You did it, Yuma!
Ah, fuck, here again. Yep.
Chirp, chirp, chirp. I was curious what all the tweeting was about. You're still fantasizing about all this nonsense?
Shut up, Phantom.
Suicide. There's nobody to pursue. After all, there's no place a culprit could run to. No.
No one could escape the rooftop.
Which means if you can disprove that, then we'll defeat them and press forward.
Let's defeat them. Let's defeat that crazy bitch. Rezoning deathmatch.
What's with these weirdo fantasies? I'm saying Shachi committed suicide. You're such a maggot. There is no other culprit. No one could have left that rooftop.
That claim doesn't hold up! No, there is a culprit! There's a way to escape from the roof, too!
Ugh, such a drag. You're still talking about that? What a downer! The culprit had to be on the roof if it's not suicide.
That's not what I wanted to do. Wrong button. When I escaped and said I couldn't use the door emergency
What?
escape.
The culprit had to be on the roof if it's not suicide. So, where did the culprit go?
The drain.
You can't escape through the roof's door.
No, that's
Say,
That's true.
the culprit had to be on the roof if it's not suicide.
yeah, but he killed
So,
himself.
where did the culprit go? You can't escape through the roof's door.
I know that.
You can't escape down the emergency stairs. Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time?
Hmm.
Hey,
That's true.
Okay, I will wait to see all of them.
Roof if it's not suicide.
Okay, so it's another one.
Say,
Yeah.
the culprit had to be on the roof.
That
if
means
it's
there
not
is a third.
suicide.
There's probably a third
So,
choice.
where did the culprit go?
A third sentence.
You can't escape through the roof's door. You can't escape down the emergency stairs.
Yeah, we cannot. Wait.
Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time?
Ow.
There's simply no place to run.
There is.
Flash through this mystery.
We got her.
No, there is a way out. The drain directly below the rooftop.
Don't let any shady statement slip by. The drain? Found it. What's that got to do with fleeing from the roof? How did the culprit escape? Go ahead and try answering that.
This, I'll
That's
expose
easy,
the
though.
truth.
There is water there. Which means, you know who can swim underwater? You know the guy. I believe the fourth person of the rebel. I believe the four rebel leader are the culprit. I mean, it's the case. Prologue was one person. Next, chapter 1 was 2 person. Chapter 2 was 3 person. I guess chapter 3 would be 4 person. At least the swimmer is the culprit.
Into the drain from the roof.
He can swim.
That was the culprit's escape route.
But he wouldn't have been able to put the bomb though. Next, that will be the culprit that we're gonna fight.
Disappeared. To leap into a storm drain from atop a roof is such an adventurous stunt, truly.
I wasn't sure about that as well. But if the explosion was used to destroy evidence, I think that has to be the case. The culprit opened the storm drain's grates beforehand and jumped from the roof right after committing the crime.
I really like this
The
game.
Dune district was flooded.
I never thought I would like a detective game,
With water.
but it's really
Then,
fun.
The culprit swam away.
It would only take a few seconds to escape the roof that way. So the culprit used a bomb to blow up the area, which covered up the evidence
Yep.
of their escape. Why? We defeated. The problem here was follow the culprit's escape route.
So we have to leap into the drain just like the culprit did?
I guess so.
I have to jump from up here?
It's not even real.
And now more drains have suddenly appeared. What is happening?
Cause there is one for each of us. Oh no. There is one right answer.
Faster! You have to make up your mind and jump!
No, I don't! I'm already falling!
That's true. Who was coming in it?
This is the answer!
No. Ow. Okay, it's the other button. I misclicked. It's a resistant leader. It's a resistant leader. I like this. I like the way the I don't remember she called, but the way she fall. I don't remember her name.
I felt as if my heart would jump out of my chest. But we managed to get
Ibuki.
down. It's not over yet. Look over there. Looks like all the suspects are here.
I think they all culprit.
Must we fight all of them? Even Yuma cannot face 4 foes.
No.
Then we better chase after them. Chase scenes are common in adventures, but are you certain the culprit is among them?
Yep. It's the guy, I'm sure. The guy who can swim, the taller guy.
There are only 2 ways the culprit could get a hold of Shachi's gun, the murder weapon. Either steal it from the safe or get it from Shachi himself. In any case, the only ones who could have done it are members of the Resistance.
Is it
The leader.
possible the culprit took the victim's gun by force? If so, a complete stranger could have done it.
But if someone tried to take his gun,
No, I don't
I'm
think so.
sure Shachi would have drawn it and threatened them. If so, the culprit would have realized their target was left-handed.
I see. That would conflict with a cover-up attempted at the crime scene.
Also,
Man, the old man knew how to run, huh?
Against the peacekeepers. At the time,
I think it's the
didn't
four of them.
understand why it was sent to the peacekeepers. But it must have been to corner Shachi by steering the peacekeepers toward the hideout. The culprit then ambushed him when he arrived on the roof.
He was waiting for him on the roof.
The culprit anticipated the target fleeing up there.
Perhaps it was
Probably.
a escape route the Resistance had decided on beforehand. If they fled using the emergency stairs, it would be easy to shake off pursuers. As a matter of
True.
fact, the peacekeepers were held up there. If he hadn't been killed, he would have escaped.
So all of
That's
it was
true.
calculated. Whoever it is, they are truly frightening. And that culprit is among them?
It's maybe the four of them.
If we organize all the clues
I think
we've
it's the
got so
four of them.
far, we can narrow down who the culprit is. But how long will they keep running? At this rate, there's no end in sight.
What the fuck?
Master, over there!
A giant water tank?
What the hell have to do with this?
In here, you always find the culprit if you keep solving mysteries. So the only way to catch up to them is...
It's to solve that.
solve mysteries!
But what that have to do with... Oh well. What would be necessary for the culprit to commit the crime?
Come on! I'm counting on you!
Got it!
You need to swim. Be good at swimming. Don't need to be good at shooting. Cause you can't, you just take the gun and shoot him after.
In order to commit this crime, the most important requirement is to be an excellent swimmer. Jumping from that height into a storm drain would also require training and experience. Maybe they had high diving experience through swimming competitions.
Yeah, we know Wim.
The truth is crystal clear. The one who murdered Shachi...
The only one with swimmer is this guy with the blue.
I wouldn't kill anyone!
No, it's not you.
Kill anyone!
Shut up! You look like a killer anyway.
It's you, Icardi! You took advantage of your swimming skills to murder Shachi!
He's not the only one though.
Huh? What? No! That's insane! I'm not the culprit!
You seem to prove otherwise.
I didn't kill Shachi!
Such a foreboding presence. Is this the true identity of the final monster protecting the hidden treasure?
There's no hidden treasure, you
Most of the
idiot.
mystery has already been solved. This is just its last stand. Master, let's solve this thing.
Right!
Maybe it's the only culprit, but knowing the game, I'm pretty sure it's not.
I'm not the culprit!
That's not enough.
Aww.
For now.
Yeah, that's right.
Not the
Oh yeah, but lullaby too.
culprit.
They cannot be the four of them.
Evidence.
That's the right one either.
Aww.
Right.
Yeah, let's wait to see the other
Not
tech.
the culprit. Where's your evidence?
I don't know, I don't have one.
There are other resistance members.
I know that.
Margala is the culprit.
He can-
Margala shot Shachi on the roof.
You have an alibi, it's not working.
Margala has an alibi. It's impossible for him to have done it.
Okay, next I would probably be the other another one.
Margala. Then Iruka is the culprit.
That could have been her, but
Iruka knows a lot about handling guns.
yeah,
She
true.
killed Shachi. And made it
They designed it and assembled by Ruka.
look like suicide.
Okay.
For now.
That's why.
Even you check criminal declaration. Government speech designed and assembled by Iruka.
It's not Margala. Then Iruka is the culprit. Iruka knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi.
Yeah, it's the other answer then.
Safe.
That's right.
It's not Margala.
It's the other.
Then Iruka is the culprit.
Ow.
Iruka
Ow.
knows a lot about handling guns. She killed Shachi. And made it look like suicide.
Slash through this mystery.
Got it.
Iruka designed the handgun, so she knew Shachi was left-handed.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so she cannot be the culprit. That's true. I forgot about that.
She never would have made that mistake faking a suicide.
That's true. I forgot about this. So yeah, there's no one. There's no more than one killer, maybe. But maybe they are together. It's cannot be Servant either.
It's not Margala. It's not Iruka. But you still can't say I'm the culprit. The culprit is Servat.
Impossible.
He killed Shachi on the roof. And messed with the corpse.
He will never do that.
Safe.
That's right.
It's not Margala.
Anyway, Servant, it's not.
Iruka. But you still can't
Don't
say
look like
I'm
a
the
killer.
culprit.
And he did like our god, so
The culprit is Servat.
cannot be him.
He killed Shachi on the roof.
Oh, he nearly drowned, so it
It's
cannot
not
be him.
Margot.
He could have made a
It's not
bomb
your
though.
But you still can't say I'm the culprit.
I think they all.
The culprit is Servat. He killed Chachi on the roof. And messed with the corpse.
I think it's the three of them.
Drain.
Impossible. He would have drowned.
Servat was traumatized after once nearly drowning, so there's no way he would have dove into a drain.
But he's not the only killer, I'm pretty sure. Cause Servant can make bomb. Unless the guy stole Servant bomb.
Yuma, you did it! You defeated the monster! Huh? But what about the treasure?
Cause there is another
That's
culprit.
strange. We found the culprit and also cut down his excuses.
Cause it's more than once.
The truth still hasn't appeared. Where is the real culprit's soul?
Also, the countdown hasn't stopped yet. It went down by a lot again.
Perhaps there is a secret final boss in this labyrinth?
No.
Wait, I know. It's... Stop. If anything, I'm the secret protagonist.
Yeah.
Moving on. This means we haven't revealed the truth of this mystery labyrinth.
They all killer.
Maybe it's because we don't have a solid overall picture of the case.
Maybe there is one more
The
killer.
overall picture?
You don't need to understand.
There's no mistake that Ikari made Shachi's murder look like a suicide. But we don't know why he did it.
That's a good word. That's a good thing.
If you wanted to kill
That's
him,
true.
there are simpler ways to do it. Why bring the peacekeepers into this?
So we need to find the motive. As long as that's an unknown, we won't reach the truth.
The water is flowing somewhere.
Oh, really?
Oh, so it is. I wonder where it is heading.
Let's find out.
Water flows somewhere.
Yeah, I knew that,
If
but
the mystery labyrinth is a reflection of reality, the flow of water may have some significance.
Then let's see where it leads us. This could be the path to the hidden treasure.
there's no treasure.
You know, this case seems to involve water an awful lot.
I agree.
The slums where the crimes
That's
took
true.
place are flooded, like the entire commercial area.
Right. Given that, the truth should be wherever the water leads.
Okay. And what that lead? Oh, we have 14 minutes.
A dead end? And this countdown timer looks like it's linked to that countdown, and it's dropping by a lot.
Hey,
Yeah, we're
Master,
gonna die.
maybe this isn't a dead end.
What do you mean?
It's a giant bomb.
Oh!
Huh? What?
Yeah, it's dynamite.
Oh my! What a big, breathtaking bomb! I cannot help.
You shouldn't be!
No, you shouldn't be.
Sure, this is the heart of this mystery labyrinth. So there's only one thing left to do. Master, you just gotta defuse this bomb too, like how you did in the real world.
This giant bomb?
If you can solve the mystery, the bomb will stop ticking. So really, it's no different from what you've been doing. Good luck, Yuma.
You sure about that?
I'm confident that you can do it. For you are the elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
I swear. What name is that?
You'll be fine, Master. You've got
What
the best
name
mentor
is
in the game.
this? What name is that? Oh my god.
Okay, I'll try.
But what's the purpose of the bombing? Got a revolution. No, I think it's a diversion. No, I think it's a diversion to float the thing. I think it's a diversion. So they can blow up the tank. The water tank.
Seems like that was correct. Yet the countdown has not stopped.
That has to mean there are more mysteries left.
You mean the diversion? What does it mean?
Since they made me defuse the bombs, the culprit's goal wasn't destruction. They just wanted to frame me as a terrorist to put the Peacekeepers' attention on me.
But why?
That's why they set up such a complex, time-consuming puzzle that had me running all around Kanai Ward.
I meant I just wanted to know the definition of the word diversion.
Are you an idiot? You know what diversion is?
I have to start there?
Look, you can find her a dictionary later. For now, you gotta defuse that bomb.
Yeah, that's on a dictionary letter.
I apologize, Yuma. If only I could use my forte.
There's no need to apologize. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now.
You would be dead.
Yuma. Master, you're too reliant on others. It's about time you start doing things on your own.
Well, go away then.
Well, I'm sure you can do it. I believe you. But the God of Darkness believes in Yuma?
Oh my god.
You're out of time, Master. Defuse.
Oh, that again? Okay. What was the Copen doing during the diversion? The flood.
Yes! The countdown stopped! You defused.
So why did flood that though? What kind of face is this? So
So the culprit's real goal.
so there is one culprit, okay.
Draw the Peacekeepers' attention toward
So the
me.
guy is the only culprit.
Meanwhile, the culprit sabotaged
There's
the
no
valves
four
the power
culprit of
plants and
3 or
reservoir to
2.
flood Marnamon district.
He's alone.
But what's the point in doing that?
Yeah, that's what I wonder.
Perhaps they wish
Why
to
wanted
see
to do the
chaos
flood?
in the city. The resistance was challenging the peacekeepers. Then
That
why
was to
not
scare
just
them?
detonate the bombs? A lot simpler than flooding the place.
True.
It's true. If their goal was to cause chaos, they could have just used the bombs.
I agree, that's true.
Considering that, the culprit must not have wanted to destroy the place.
He didn't want it to kill anyone. That's probably why.
There! We finally...
Wait! Please hear me out. This was Shachi's wish.
Shachi's wish?
He wanted to kill himself?
Shachi was always fighting for the sake of Kanai Ward.
We know that.
He wanted to close the gap between the rich and poor. Wanted to reduce the suffering of children.
Yes.
This mission was to flood Marunamon district to send the rich a message.
Yeah, but why you kill him?
Flooding the place is just terrorism. It would only make them angry, not actually accomplish anything. So Shachi decided to offer up his life. He wanted me to kill him, to make it look like the Peacekeepers did it.
Is that true?
Shachi gave his life for this mission. If you expose the truth, this would all be for nothing.
Well, you would die. That's the only thing that will happen.
Are you really going to disregard his dying wish?
So, what happened with my model?
Now that you see the truth, please.
Sorry, my model fucked.
Just leave.
I cannot leave until I Unfortunately, I need to solve that if I want to leave.
Very well. I understand your circumstances. We shall take our leave.
Shut up, Obuki.
No. That's a lie. Shachi didn't want this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it.
How would you know? You know nothing about the Resistance.
I've heard him speak. Shachi valued human lives more than anything.
Yeah.
Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people. We won't fight them with
He
violence.
clearly say that.
It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
Shachi wouldn't resort to something as foul as this! Sacrifice? Dying wish? How dare you lie about that?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Time to destroy your fort.
You'll pay for this. I'll expose the truth and defend Shachi's honor!
Yeah, but we won't have proof. He would die. Whatever. I mean, he would die. He will die. It's time, Yuma. You know, I think the guy who made the game was on drug. That's what I think. I think the guy was on drug.
No, stupid! No! I didn't do it! Shut up! Get away from me! That's bullshit! Stop! Shut up!
Okay.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Can you say something else and just shut up?
Go away! Stay away from me! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Well,
You're an outsider. What do you know? You have no idea what we went through in the slums. This is a declaration of our beliefs as part of the resistance. We have to defeat Amaterasu Corporation.
yeah, but there is another way.
City into chaos. Shachi gave up his own life for that. This is what Shachi wanted.
No, he didn't want that.
Told me to do it.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
This was all to defeat Amaterasu Corp. We were in a noble battle to end the disparity between rich and poor.
Win a noble battle. Hmm. We were in a noble battle. To end the disparity between the.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Say,
They wanted to do anyway.
That's right!
Then we signed a way to. Oh,
This is the truth of the case!
ah, got it. Okay. So he wanted to steal money. He did that to steal from the rich. Like Robin Hood, maybe? But he would die, so Amaterasu cannot prove. We won't be able to prove Amaterasu was a culprit.
Your plan has nothing to do with Shachi or the Resistance.
He wanted to steal money.
You just wanted to take the safes.
So he did all that just for the money. Piece of shit.
safes?
Many facilities in Marunouman district use safes made by Amaterasu Corporation, including the bank. These safes are completely airtight, and they can actually float on water.
So he deserved to die. He killed someone for money.
Oh, we did see some safes floating around Marinamon District.
The culprit knew they could float, and planned to exploit that to steal all the safes from the bank.
So he used the flood to steal the safe.
The safes would normally be too heavy to move, but they'd be easy to take if they were floating.
And he's a swimmer, so
So
that would be
it was a
perfect.
bank heist?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. That's the truth behind this case.
So Chelsea died for nothing.
You took advantage of Conai Ward's unique features in your plan to rob the bank. This isn't what the Resistance believed in. In fact, you took advantage of their beliefs.
Fucking piece of shit, just die.
Did it, Master. Now that we've exposed the truth of this case, we just need to finish off that filthy criminal.
Right, let's finish this. For Shachi.
This time I agree with the killer being dead.
I'll charge my solution blade with the facts of this
It sounds
case.
like the girl. I didn't agree that the girl died. Because they wanted to avenge their friend. But this piece of shit, yeah, he deserved it. He killed an innocent to steal a bank. And here it is. The deduction denouement. The phone booth. No. There we go. Oh, he was there. That she was there. Was like, what are you doing here? Then he would have put the gun there. Then the camera. And the phone booth go there. There we go. That piece of shit. All of that to stole money. All of this to stole freaking money.
Step right up, step right up! A bomb scare, a flood, and a suicide to throw the whole town
You look excited.
We're about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
It all started with a request from the Resistance.
Yep.
Shachi asked me to set up security cameras around the city.
You got those cameras from someone by the name of Servan.
Yep.
But they had bombs inside them.
But he didn't know.
I had no idea, so I set up those camera bombs all around the city. The culprit hijacked Shachi's original plan and conducted a series of crimes.
So they were bombing them.
The phone booth of Marnamon district exploded first. Luckily, there were no casualties.
But it's golden and not too
Culprit also
casualty.
bombed the drain in Marnamon district at the same time.
Someone snitched and said you were responsible. But that must have been the culprit too.
Probably.
Since the Peacekeepers' eyes were on me, it made it easier to pull off the rest of their crimes. The culprit took Shachi's gun and went to the roof of the Resistance hideout in Doya district.
Shachi followed soon after. I saw him being chased by the Peacekeepers.
I wish they wanted another
The
talk.
culprit was waiting there to ambush him.
I was heading up the emergency stairs to the roof, but along the way,
Along the way. Yeah, bang. Yeah, that's it.
Heard a ringing gunshot!
Shachi was ambushed by the culprit and shot to death. Once it was
Yep.
finished, they placed the gun in Shachi's right hand to make it look like a suicide.
But it was actually a left-handed gun. Getting caught because of your own cover-up is borderline weak sauce.
Why borderline? With their cover set up, the culprit jumped into the open drain and escaped from the roof unseen.
I thought it was impossible to jump off the roof. But the area was already flooded, so the drain was filled with water.
Right after the escape, I arrived on the rooftop and discovered Shachi's body.
Kaboom, yeah.
What exploded?
The drain was buried in the rubble from this explosion.
That was
A
his.
bomb had been
That's
set
what he
in
wanted to
advance
do.
to hide the killer's escape. After that, we all went around town trying to defuse the bombs.
For no damn reason. That was just a diversion. All of that was a diversion.
Culprit took advantage of the chaos to open the valve of the reservoir upstream from the power plant.
And destroy them.
Since the drain had been dammed in the explosion, when all that backup water had even more added to it,
It.
Arnamon district became totally drenched in
Yeah,
shit.
but are we gonna get out
Right,
of?
it became a drenched city. Marnamon district is now flooded. Many facilities have safes made by Amaterasu Corporation. Banks are no exception.
Yeah, no, they're not the exception.
But because they're so airtight, they can float on water.
True.
As a result, they all floated out of the flooded banks. Collecting these safes was the culprit's true goal.
Sinking an entire district just to be a small-time looter. I can't tell if the guy thinks big or small.
The only ones
But that's
who
how he
committed
died.
these crimes were the resistance leaders with access to Shachi's gun.
And only one guy was a good enough swimmer to dive right into the drain.
Shachi really did try to save the city. But the culprit not only took over his plan, but killed and framed him.
This criminal lost his pride and dignity as a member of the resistance, becoming nothing more
Yeah,
than
he's
a
an
money
idiot.
grabber.
He
And his
just
true
he just
identity
want
is-
he was a criminal.
Cardi, it was you!
Yep, he was a criminal. He wanted to steal the money. That's just why he did that.
Finished!
See, now we back to
I hate this city. I was sick of all of Shachi's idealistic nonsense.
why?
Fighting the peacekeepers wouldn't have changed anything.
Well, you know, you didn't try.
That's why. I was gonna take the money and get out of here.
You could get out of Kanai Ward. Sorry, but you
It's the
couldn't.
city that's wrong. This rotten place.
Yeah, we know that, but running away you won't be able to. The peacekeeper might kill you.
Is this the hidden treasure? It is far different than what I was imagining.
For real, it's not the type for that, okay? It's not the type for that, idiot.
I think so. I felt the same way when I first saw one.
Oh my god.
This is it. I was not much help after all. I relied on you the entire time, Yuma.
That's not true. You're a great partner, Fubuki.
You just said dumb. You just dumb.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I am grateful to have joined you on this adventure, Yuma. I think it helped me grow as a person. Just a little bit. Well, you are gonna forget all of it soon.
What?
I am sorry for being so rude to you.
What? Okay.
I
What?
assumed you were a vulgar god of darkness, based solely on your looks. Yeah, that's pretty rude of you. But now I realize that you have been a wonderful guide.
Oh my god.
When you said you believed in Yuma, I realized there was a bond of trust between the two of you. And now, frankly, please consider being my friend.
Oh god. Shinigami, she won't remember anyway, Mitsu.
You're gonna forget it all anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yuma, while I may be ignorant and naive,
You see? Shinigami seemed to have liked this. She's embarrassed. I think she liked what she said.
one day, I hope to be a great adventurer and detective, just like you. A labyrinth-delving elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god
Imagine
of darkness,
Shinigami Air.
great detective
if they
warrior
wa-
of light.
What? The labyrinth delving elite bomb diffuser. He will tame the god of darkness. Only detective warrior of light. God, okay. I need to screenshot this. It's just too funny. Let's screenshot that. I want to screenshot this.
You truly are amazing, Yuma.
Yeah, really?
That title is getting way too long.
Yeah, I agree. I feel it's longer.
Enough chit-chat. It's time for the part you've all been waiting for. Huh? What is it? What is about to happen?
You're gonna die.
Wait a minute. Do you mean we are going to leap into the basin?
Huh? What?
No. It's time to boom kill the bad guy.
Yeah, let's kill it. I love that music.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case. Death to all deplorables. Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth. Starting shining crystal glorious stellar spiral.
I think he's dead, huh?